You might think Hot Wheels is a plaything, something you grew up with as a kid. Well, to a lot of adult collectors, Hot Wheels is still a daily part of their lives, at least to the collectors that have come to the wild weekend of Hot Wheels. Come on, take a look.
$100, you know that this old car's worth.
Make the deal.
Deal or wheel or no wheel? The two-bag.
He's off the hook, man. He's a great guy.
Good deal. But listen, let's take all these women, put the pie right ahead. Jesse.
We're with Chris Parker. He's an associate producer for Mattel's digital network worldwide. And we're just going to ask him, Chris, what's the appeal? What brings people to these conventions?
Oh, it's all about the love of Hot Wheels. I mean, it's the point that they used to play with them as kids, and now they can play them as older. They could get all the cars they want and stuff now, and it's just the fun of playing again, you know? Getting on those tracks and racing them down the thing. It's the best, you know what I'm saying?
Do you get a lot of feedback from the collectors? Do they try to direct you to make certain models?
Oh,
Is there
yes. Oh, yeah.
So it's like a hands-on?
Oh, yes. I mean, they do. They let their opinions know. I mean, yes, they are. They're very opinionated, and they'll let you know what they think is right. So, yeah, it's a good one, though.
You know, we spied you a couple minutes ago wearing a number as part of the wheel or no wheel competition. Did you get any compensation for that?
Oh, no, it's all fun. We all have fun. It's all about having fun at these things anyway. I mean, if it's stuff that they're going to talk about, you know what I'm saying? And that's the whole part of coming together with everybody is to talk about it next time and stuff. And that way more people will come and stuff. You know, it's feeding that frenzy, you know? And I'm here to make it frenzy, you know?
Now, how many conventions a year do you go to? How much traveling?
Well, I go to the two major ones. This year I've been to a few more because for some reason they think I'm fun. I don't see how, you know?
We think you're fun too, man.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming on.
No problem, Joe.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you again. See ya.
We're standing here with Mike Zarnock, world-renowned author, Hot Wheels expert, who's authored several books on Hot Wheels variations. And Mike's going to give us a little bit of an insight into the history of Hot Wheels by taking a look at some of the older models that are here on display. Go ahead, Mike. Tell us what's important about what's in this case.
So there's some really cool stuff here. First off, you got the white Camaro. This was only supposed to be found pretty much as a prototype. It wasn't in a blister pack anywhere or in a place or anything like that. So this is a really, really rare piece. You come across pieces like this very, very rarely in life. And I mean, you know, to see this display right here is truly amazing. And you see a lot of the enamel colors like this yellow Light My Firebird here.
Wow.
Or I'm sorry, Custom Firebird. You know, there's just so many. The Diora Sky Show. These were only released in.
That's a built-in ramp, isn't it? Would that click into a track? Would that be?
No. What happens is when it came down the track, it released this little plane that was on the back. Now, and it was really cool because you know your mother would always be yelling about these things flying around all over the house. But the Diora was only released in Canada.
Oh wow!
So if you found one of these, you know, that way, it was really, really rare piece. The U.S. releases were done with the custom fleet side. So whenever you see anything like that, or with the stickers on it like that, you know, those are the really sought after pieces. Another one is the Cheetah, which was only released in a handful with the Cheetah base. The normal regular releases were with the Python base. There was a licensing issue with it, you know, with the original designer and stuff.
Right.
I believe somebody owned the Cheetah name, so they had to stop using that.
So this is a really limited piece.
Oh my goodness! Anything that you found with, I mean, this is actually the only one I've ever seen.
Let me ask you something. If I found that under my bed, what would I be getting for that if I put that up for auction?
Would you like my Corvette? Okay, because you know it's just a very, very rare piece. The holy grail of all.
There we go.
I mean, the prototype pink beach bomb.
Right.
It's just an ultimate piece. Rumor has it that the gentleman that purchased that car paid $72,000.
That was Bruce Pascal, I believe?
Yeah, Bruce Pascal. Wonderful, wonderful guy.
Now, just to clarify, a lot of these pieces, you know, you said about a prototype. Were a lot of these models that we're looking at now, were these commercially available? Could you just walk into any store and buy these off the pegs back in the day?
Most of them, yes. But the beach bombs, no. Those were prototype cars.
Right.
And the reason why that You'll notice that the surfboards are in the back of the car instead of on the side. The prototype pieces were used. They weren't wide enough to go through the toy supercharger, remember the little building that went around with little spongy wheels in it. So everything was for used for track sets. And when they tried to use this, it wouldn't go through the supercharger. So they had to figure out something better to do with it. So what they did was they widened it. They put a different base under it, a wider base, and they put the surfboards in pods on the side. They made it wider so it would go through there. So that's why all of the rear loader beach bombs, as they're called, were only prototype pieces. Very, very, very rare pieces. So.
Now, in a perfect world, you get to pick one car out of this case to come home with you. Which one?
Oh my goodness! Except for value, I mean, you know, of course, the $72,000 rear loader.
You'd have to go there.
But I would probably say the Cheetah. I mean, that's one that I have never actually seen in all my travels. You know, that Cheetah base right there is just phenomenal. Or the white Camaro. That would one of those two would be my choice if I had to make a choice.